And thank you very much, everyone. My name is Peter Lugemwa from Uganda Martyrs University. And the module I'm presenting is business and financial models for renewable energy. The renewable energy sector comes with many opportunities that can translate into job opportunities and business opportunities. This has a bearing on addressing the unemployment and poverty problem, especially in the developing world. However, this depends on the ability of a country or of a community to adapt to new models of managing the energy sector. Renewable energy value chains are different from traditional energy value chains. The traditional energy value chains are more centralized with big companies, most of which are either owned by government or multinational corporations dominating the value addition activities. As such, there are less opportunities for small and local enterprises to develop and to create new jobs. On the other hand, renewable energy value chains are more localized, and as such, value creation activities can be managed locally. These may include, among others, designing and manufacturing renewable energy equipment, appliances, and accessories. Installation and commissioning of renewable energy projects, energy production, distribution, and supply chain management, operation and maintenance of renewable energy installations, business and policy consultancy. These activities may be carried out by various value chain actors, both direct actors and indirect actors. These may include, among others, private businesses, many of which may be small and medium enterprises, community-based projects, the central government, local governments, and municipalities, NGOs, and development agencies. Establishing a successful renewable energy sector, therefore, requires an understanding of renewable energy business and financing models. This is exactly what this module seeks to achieve. Because the sector transitioning from the traditional energy sector to the renewable energy sector involves introducing new modes of doing business. So this module focuses on understanding the business models and the financing models that can be employed. This module, therefore, among other things, introduces the concept of business models, and students are equipped with the skills of developing business models. Which business models can enable them to do business in the renewable energy sector. Students are introduced to various business and financing models and how they work. The model of instruction is largely case study based, and the students are exposed to the various cases where models have been developed and applied successfully, and even where they have failed, analysis is done to understand why the models have failed in some cases. The case study approach, or we believe, is critical in enhancing the understanding of the students of how the models can work and how they can be applied, especially in the context of developing countries. Among the renewable energy models emphasized in this module is the community-based renewable energy model. This elaborates how communities can generate and distribute their own energy. This can be for home use, but also for trade. Communities can, renewable energy-based projects can help communities to access energy for domestic use. But these projects can also be used to sell energy to other users, to other communities, and thereby enable the communities to generate employment, and to generate income from these projects. This model is critical in distributing energy, especially in hard-to-reach rural areas, where governments may not be able to establish grids. It's costly to establish these grids, and in many cases, because of the cost involved, there are so many communities, especially in rural areas, that cannot access energy. But with this model, the distribution of energy can be made more easy, and therefore energy access can be increased, which can have a strong bearing on environmental conservation. So as I've already said, this model can play an important role in job creation and business development. Jobs can be created in the generation and distribution of electricity, but also new jobs and businesses can be created as more and more people have access to energy. Examples of financing models that are addressed in this module include the public-private partnership mode of financing renewable energy projects. This model is discussed at depth, and students are made to understand how it can be employed to finance renewable energy projects. Best practices are discussed to make this model succeed. The other model of financing that is discussed in this module is the crowd funding model, whereby projects can be set up and be financed using this model, or even community-owned businesses can be established, and finance can be generated using this model. And the other model that is discussed in this module is the carbon credit financing, whereby entities, and especially in the global south, can benefit if they create businesses that help in conserving the environment, or the businesses, energy producing projects that don't use fossil fuels, and in exchange, they get funding from especially big businesses in the north that are generating a lot of carbon. So through this exchange, local businesses can get financing. I was looking at the statistics. Though this initiative has been on since we had the Kyoto Protocol, Africa has benefited by only 3%. And there's lack of awareness of how people can benefit from such an intervention. So this module, among other things, would help the learners to see how they can tap in such an opportunity to fund local energy businesses. Thank you for listening.